Hey guys, Ed here. Most of you probably know that I have a main cabinet that I'm never going to finish. There just always seems to be something popping up that keeps me from finishing it. I don't know why. But I've decided to start a little bit of a new collection, mainly because I got a really good deal on something. And for those of you that like me on Facebook, you've already seen this and heard a whole bunch about it. But here's a little bit of a video. The only thing I will say, I didn't get to shoot any video when I was picking them up because I left my camera at home and then I was going to use my phone, but it just felt weird, you know, filming in somebody else's house. So, didn't do that. In any case, here you go. Check it out and let me know what you think. Just got it home. My son is trying it out. I was going to take it apart to fix the sound, but the sound fixed itself on the trip here. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to guess the speaker wire must have been rubbing against something. This is Lance's first attempt. Now we just got to get these things in the house. This is Zaxxon.
That's right. Appliance dollies and first dollies.
And we had to use 2 trucks because neither of these trucks is hefty enough to take both cabinets. Matter of fact, Zaxxon by itself leveled off the springs on this one, so definitely wouldn't have worked. Sorry I didn't record any footage at the person's house we got it at, but I didn't want to be rude and ask.
Hey Daddy?
Yeah?
The sound just like broke again. I don't hear the bombs anymore.
That's alright. I'll get it open and fix it when we get it inside sometime. So we got the cabinets down here, and there were a couple things I wanted to do to them before I put them in place, particularly with the Super Cobra cabinet here, because it had sound issues. And if you, I don't know if I'll put it in here, but the video from my cell phone that I shot, you could hear the sound was working fine. Well, when we actually got it down here, the sound started acting funny again, where the sound effects would cut out after, I don't know, 15-20 seconds, and then they would cut back in again occasionally. And what would happen is you'd have the sound effect of the helicopter's blades turning, but the bombs and the guns and everything else didn't work. So I had to get around back to do that. Also, the monitor was really bright, and as you can see here, there's a yellow streak that goes down the middle, but it was really, oh wow, it looks really washed out on here. It's not as bad looking as it looks on the camera, I promise you, but it was super duper bright. So those 2 things I wanted to fix, and in order to do that I had to get in the back. Well, I didn't have a key, so I had to drill out the lock, and fortunately I had another one of these locks in here, and I was able to get in. And what I did for right now is I just disconnected the speaker, and I'll figure the sound issue out later. There's nothing, boy I can't see because I'm holding this door up. I don't see any breaks in the lines, I don't see where the wires are crossed, I don't see anything else obvious unless it's something on the board, and I haven't taken the boards out to mess with it yet. I did adjust the monitor, and I turned the brightness way down, so even though it looks terrible on camera, it looks much better in person. So that's one thing I did. Next thing, when we were moving these cabinets, we started noticing tokens falling out of the bottom of Zaxxon here. So I wanted to get into the bottom of this, and of course I did not have a key with which to get into the bottom, so I had to drill this out as well. And I just finished drilling it out, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go grab the camera real quick. But I drilled it out, it fell down, and here are the containers. I haven't looked in them yet. And sure enough, the camera won't focus, but there's all kinds of tokens in there. That is very cool. Oh, what about this one? This one doesn't have as many, but let me move the light here. But all the tokens, and now you can't see because I'm in the light, dang it. All the tokens have fallen down here. A whole bunch of tokens. That is really cool. So now I have tokens. Now I don't know, I know they work in the Zaxxon machine because the few that the few that fell out, I took and tried them out and they worked in it. I haven't tried them on Super Cobra yet. Right now I've got 5 tokens in there, or 5 credits, I should say, in there. Not that the camera will focus. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it doesn't work on that side. Nope, doesn't look like the tokens work in this. Oh well. Anyway, it's kind of cool to have tokens. Filthy tokens that say freedom. Freedom and no cash value. Oh well, still kind of neat to have old tokens. I'm kind of curious how old these are, because according to this machine, yeah, you're not going to see because of the glare, came from the state of Arkansas in 1989 was the last time that was tagged. And of course the cabinet was made in 82. So there you go. I'm going to replace that lock off the door there, and I'm probably going to get inside Super Cobra here and see if I can figure the sound out. If I do, I'll get back to you guys. So after some fiddling around with the coin mech, I took it apart, fiddled with it a little bit. Honestly, I have no idea what I did. But now, if you see here, it's got 0. I can take one of these tokens that I've got, stick it in. I said stick it. I should stick it in, damn it. And it works. Let me put another one in. Works fine. I can probably not play this one-handed. Nope, can't play it very well at all one-handed. But there you go, that one works. And then as you can see over here, I replaced the lock on that. There is actually a thing that covers this here. Yeah, I can't think what I'm trying to say. So you don't see the wood, it's like a little metal piece. And I'm thinking, you can see the control panel here, it's worn. I've been thinking about replacing that, I'm not sure. I kind of like the worn look for the cabinet overall, but I don't like the look of this. And I found that I could get a control panel for like 25 bucks to replace it. So here's Zaxxon. Here's a token. Token goes into Zaxxon. And I got a credit. Now this one I can play very badly one-handed. Although it's kind of hard to play badly one-handed and film it at the same time. I can't tell what I'm aiming the camera at if I'm... see, I was just looking at the camera to make sure I had it aimed at the right spot and I died. Oh, and I died again. Yeah, but I'm very happy with Zaxxon. Zaxxon, with the exception of the control panel overlay, is in very good condition. Everything works like it should. The screen is very nice. The sound is good. Everything else is good. So, here we go. This is what I have. I'm going to continue cleaning them up. Like I said, may replace the control panel overlay. Might end up having to replace the screen in Super Cobra here eventually, because it is not great. But for now, they both work. They're both fun. Just got to get the sound working on Super Cobra. See you later.